20 years ago, after falling on hard times, one woman found a way to save her horses and share her love for an old-fashioned trail ride. Brittany Matika explains.
Colleen Graham opened Grahamtown in 1997. It's located 20 miles northwest of Lloydminster. She has 15 horses for cowboys and cowgirls of all ages to ride and share in her passion for trail riding.
There's not many places you can connect with your horses and the nature and just be creative. I want the kids to come and I tell them, I've built this town with love and there's lots of antiques, so I want you to handle them with care, but I want you to be able to use your imagination.
The focus is on fun and allowing everyone to be creative in the little Wild West style town.
In my buildings, they can have a pretend wedding, they've got the barber shop, they can be the doctor, they can be the school teacher, and just use their imagination and make a fun day, a whole day of it. It's just a safe, nice, quiet, cozy environment for people to come and learn how to ride.
My rule is I kind of stand along the side, like my horse walks beside everybody else, and I kind of watch for little things like, if they're how their feet are placed in their stirrups, how they're guiding their horses with their reins, make sure that their hands are holding both reins in one, and that they're just kind of being safe and that they're not going to hurt themselves.
Grahamtown offers horse camps, after-school programs, retreats, and an annual trick riding extravaganza every July.
We're a nonprofit organization trying to make enough money to make it work every year so I can have this town open for people to come and enjoy.
Graham plans to keep the town running for as long as there are trail enthusiasts to take out for a ride. Brittany Matika, Newcap News.
Well, Monday is Heritage Day and families can look forward to some old-fashioned fun this long weekend. Eza Bashir gives us a sneak peek of the festivities.
Heritage Day kicks off with a pancake breakfast and leads into many family-friendly activities, including the antique parade.
We'll run all our old agricultural machinery as much as we have that operates. We will run, of course, this favorite tractor of everyone's, Dirty Ann, and many of the other ones that we have here at the center.
The parade is one of the main attractions at this year's event, followed by a threshing demonstration.
One of the important things we're going to do this year is we're going to thrash some crop that we haven't done in years, simply for a Canada 150 event.
One of the highlights of the day is the reopening of the first wooden house built in Lloydminster in 1903, known as the Rendell House.
It's been quite a project in the restoration, indoors and out. Visitors will be able to walk through and see the bedrooms, the parlor.
The day is an opportunity for the young and old to step away from technology and see how people lived in the early 1900s.
We have a hands-on heritage tent, so kids can learn how to haul water from a water source and do laundry the old-fashioned way, experience how to do butter churning.
The festivities begin at 10 a.m. and run until 3 p.m. Eza Bashir, Newcap News.
For more than 10 years, Dairy Queen has been helping children's hospitals with a fundraiser that's coming up next week. Here in Lloydminster, the annual Miracle Treat Day is expected to benefit the stallery by selling lots and lots of blizzards.
Net proceeds from our blizzards go from our store to the Stollery Children's Hospital in Edmonton to help support research and the kids' operations.
And this year, 2 special guests will be helping out, making treats for the customers.
We have Dylan and Sophie, who have been at the hospital to read, and they're coming for the day, and they were, I'm not sure, they're younger, and they helped last year make some blizzards. Dylan did, so he's quite excited about this.
Dairy Queen officially opened today, and Miracle Treat Day set to go Thursday. Well, it's a bit of a rainy start to the long weekend, but the sun is expected to come out in time for Heritage Day in Lloydminster. Heather Clagus has the details in this week's edition of What's Happening.
There's lots of different ways that the kids are staying busy this summer, including the kids right here helping to raise some money for the Lloydminster and District SPCA. They'd be happy to take your donations, and something else you can do just by making a donation is coming up on Monday. It's Heritage Day celebrations at the Lloydminster Cultural and Science Center. There's going to be a lot of different games that the kids can take part in. There's going to be antique tractors on display and a whole lot more. Things get underway on Monday at 10 a.m. Next Friday, August the 11th, is the beginning of Summer Bash weekend in Paradise Hill, and Friday night they start things off with a huge party. So You Think You Can Sing, the Paradise Hill Talent Contest, and then Hey Romeo is going to be live. And next Saturday night, it's High Valley. You can still get a few tickets for that show just up by Paradise Hill Ranch in Western Ware. Start your weekend off by winning. We want you to win a copy of Jay-Z's brand new album, 444. It just came out last month, and it's got a number of special guests, including Frank Ocean and Beyonce. If you want to win, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. We want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And pick up your ticket now for next Friday, August the 11th. It's a late night date night at the outdoor pool here in the city of Lloydminster. Your chance to swim under the stars, watch a movie, and also a chance to win some great prizes. Well, whatever you do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Klegus, and that's what's happening.
Road maintenance has become a costly issue for the MD of Bonnyville this year. At the end of July, the region had seen 150% of its average rainfall for the entire year. This means roads have needed to be rebuilt multiple times due to washouts, and erosion has even forced the closure of some bridges.
We normally gravel approximately a third of our roads each year. This year we have to gravel 100%.
The common sloughs that have been dried out for years now are full and expanding, and most of these don't drain anywhere, so there's no easy solution to actually draining any of this stuff.
Roads that are still safe to drive need to be carefully monitored.
The gravel's washed off, the graders are having difficulty doing a good job with the roads because the roads are soft.
We actually have to put weight bands on the roads, which slows down industry. Industry's been very good about it, but it's not very cost effective to send trucks half full of oil out rather than full.
It's estimated the extra road maintenance has cost the MD $500,000.
This is Newcap Sports.
The U18 National Championship has reached the weekend, which means round-robin play is over, and teams have been seeded into championship and consolation brackets. But where are the liners? Josh Ryan and Lance Phillips are here to give you the answer.
Thanks very much. The Lloydminster Liners finished their round-robin, Lance, with a 3-4 record with 2 wins on Thursday afternoon. That puts them in the consolation side of the playoff bracket. What does it mean for them now going forward?
Well, first of all, Josh, this is not the place that this team wanted to be. They were definitely hoping to get a berth into the championship round. But before the tournament, head coach Brett Harvey made a point of saying, I think if our team finishes 10th, we'll be happy with that. And they ended up finishing 11th, narrowly missing that championship bracket by 1 game. But what I expect from this team is for them to run the table in the consolation round. They've already beaten 2 of the teams that they may end up facing in this bracket, and there really isn't anyone that's as good from top to bottom as the Liners are. So I expect them to run the table in consolation and end up coming out of this with a consolation championship.
Now, in order to run the table on the consolation side, what will they have to do to be formidable?
Well, the number one thing they're going to have to do is hit the ball. They've been inconsistent at best with hitting this tournament. Some games not hitting the ball at all, and then others coming up clutch when they needed to. Beyond that, their resilience really makes them a tough opponent. They came out and lost a game in the bottom of the 7th, then turned around the next morning and returned the favor to Ontario 2, beating them 7-6 in 8 innings. And they were down 2 runs going into the bottom of the 7th. So that, to me, is their biggest benefit going into this consolation round.
Yeah, so in addition to their hitting, what else can help carry them through these next couple of games, which are a different sort of pressure, obviously?
Well, Josh, I started this tournament by saying that hitting is what will win a championship at this tournament. The teams that hit the ball best are going to be the teams that win. But for the Liners, I actually think it's pitching. They've got 4 outstanding pitchers that they can trot out there at any time. They have the deepest pitching squad of any of the teams in the tournament. And starting tonight will be MYKAELA Martin. And she came out, she was fantastic in yesterday's win. She came in and pitched in relief, went 3 strong innings, carrying that team to a win. JENSON is the other pitcher for the Liners that if she comes in relief, is unbelievable. She has the most devastating changeup of anybody in the tournament, which really allows her to utilize her fastball and keep hitters off balance. If they get good pitching and they get some timely hitting, it should be good for them.
And should get that tonight. Hopefully we'll have the result of that playoff game tomorrow on Newcap News.
The North Saskatchewan River Baseball League season has come to a close, but not before some recognition was given to a local athlete. Border City Blue Jay Jared Coghill was named the league's MVP for the 2017 season. The Lloydminster native finished the regular season with a .414 batting average with 12 hits in 29 plate appearances. As a pitcher, he was 5-0 with a 1.40 ERA and 38 strikeouts in 30 innings of work.
Very humbled, but also pretty proud. Like, this is a game I've been playing for 12, 13 years now, and I enjoy it. And just getting that email / phone call / the text, like it just feels good to be recognized for something like that.
Good at everything. Like, good fielder, good pitcher, good team player, like good guy to have on the bench. Like, keeps everybody up, and yeah, he well-deserved MVP for sure.
The second-year player helped the Blue Jays to a 12-2 regular season and a trip to league finals, places the team may not be without him.
He ate up a lot of innings and made every game. Yeah, definitely not where we are right now.
Oh, these guys are great. Like, I couldn't ask for a much better team. They've given me confidence throughout the year. They give me lots of innings to play and lots of innings to pitch, and I think I took advantage of that. And overall, I think this group has helped me a ton. I couldn't ask for a much better team.